You. Now to campaign 2022 and the primary in Colorado just 2 weeks away. Charges of criminal wrongdoing tonight in Colorado's Republican U.S. Senate primary. At issue is a mailer claiming the state's Republican Party has endorsed one of the candidates.
Political specialist Sean Boyd is here now. And Sean, the party is suing.
Yeah, this goes beyond the typical campaign propaganda. The chair of the Colorado Republican Party says it has not and does not endorse candidates in primary races. She calls the claim false and malicious. Republican Senate candidate Joe O'Dea says it is also criminal. He's asking the Mesa County DA to investigate the flyer. It appears to be part of a tenacious campaign by Democrats to dupe Republican primary voters. In the Republican primary, those voters tend to be staunch conservatives, so Democrats are promoting far-right candidates who they believe will be easier to beat in the general election. Candidates like Ron Hanks, who is running against O'Dea for Senate. I told you last week how a Democratic group has spent more than $1 million on an ad claiming Hanks is the conservative in the race. The mailer that claims the state party endorsed Hanks was sent out by a company in Iowa that, according to filings with the Federal Election Commission, has only done work for Democratic groups. The group behind this mailer, however, is a mystery. While campaign finance laws require political mailers include the name of the organization behind them, there is no name on this mailer. And the Iowa company refuses to say who paid for it. O'Dea is filing a complaint with the FEC and asking a federal judge for an injunction to stop the company from sending any more mailers. He also plans to ask the Mesa County DA to investigate possible criminal wrongdoing. Under state law, false statements meant to influence the outcome of an election are a crime.
The fact that dark money, Schumer, Pelosi, sending it from out of state to make sure that I'm not on the ballot so that I can represent working Coloradans, that should really annoy a lot of the public on all sides. And we need representation from here. We don't need an election that's bought by people back east. That's just not right.
Now, another mailer attacks O'Dea over gun control, even though he's endorsed by the Colorado chapter of the NRA. Democrats are promoting far-right candidates over more moderate candidates in Republican primaries in other states as well. And O'Dea's campaign manager notes they are promoting the very candidates that they say are a threat to democracy, and doing it as they hold hearings in D.C. about the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah, boy, yeah, and so complicated and confusing for people leading up to a primary. You get so much information, and people who follow along say, I don't know what to believe.
Right. And there's a lot of misleading stuff out there. But, you know, to say the Colorado Republican Party endorsed a candidate in the primary, it does not endorse candidates in primaries.
Thanks for the reporting, Sean, as always. Well, and on primary night, expect coverage every half hour on our streaming news network. CBS News Colorado, that's primary night, Tuesday, June 28th.